Hi, my name is Micah Strings, and I will be teaching you the basic fundamentals you need in order to be successful in music production in Logic Pro X. Let's get started. Logic Pro is a digital audio workstation, also known as a DAW, and these digital audio workstations are applications in which you are able to manipulate audio and sometimes video as well. So, in this DAW, we're talking about Logic Pro X, and when you first open up the program, you're going to get this window. Now, this window prompts you for creating a new project. Now, you can create an empty project, or you can create any of these projects that has pre-made templates for you. You can also make your own template as well if you have a particular way in which how you would like to work, and we'll talk about that in another video. So I'm going to choose an empty project, and you just hit choose, simple as that. Now a dialog box is going to come up asking you which type of track you want to put on your project. So you have a total of 5 tracks in which you can add onto your project, and that is software instrument, audio, drummer, external MIDI, and guitar or bass. Now today we're just going to talk about software instrument and audio. Drummer, external MIDI, and guitar or bass will be discussed in a video later on. So we are going to start with software instrument, and we're going to this is the generic setup Ultra Beat drum synth. Your output is 1 and 2, and for me, my output device is now is a RCA speaker, which we are actually not going to use. We're just going to use our built-in output. And yes, we'll talk about this window a little later as well. So I'm just applying these changes before we actually start. This is your arrangement window, and you start off with 1 track based off of what you decided how many tracks you wanted. So now you have 3 different windows you have 3 different sections within the arrangement window on Logic Pro X. You have your library, your inspector view, your track view, and the arrangement view. Now, the library is pretty much where all of the sounds are going to be at. This is where you're able to fish through all the sounds that you would like to use for your project. Now, to show or hide the library, you can simply press the letter Y on your keyboard, and then it goes away. The inspector view will be different, and it's catered to the track that you have selected in the track view. So we only have 1 track in the track view. So this right here is showing what type of instrument is feeding that track. It shows your EQ, your MIDI effects, your audio effects, your sends for busing, and also your panning and your track fader. And you can also hide or show the inspector view by pressing the letter I on your keyboard. Next is your track view. Your track view this is your track view, and once again it shows all of your tracks. You can do all that good stuff to it. And here's your arrangement view. So let's get to making our first MIDI sound. So I have this clicked here, and it's using Ultra Beat. You also have these other sounds that you can use. Right now I like to use Alchemy. Alchemy is one of my favorite in-stock sound libraries that Logic has. And we're just gonna play with the keys and probably just choose something like that. Now I'm just going to right click here and hit create empty MIDI region. Double click on it. And then in order to write a note in the keyboard so it can be in your song, you have to hold command, and you will see that pencil that shows up, and basically you will just have to click on where you want that note to be. So I'm just going to play around with some sounds and see what comes out. Let's see. And I've just hit the space bar to press play. Alright, so you have that sound. Now, if you say, oh, I like that sound, and I want to copy it. Copying is as easy as selecting it all. Then you can hit Command R. There you go. It shows up just like that. And one more time. And now you have a 4-bar loop. Now in order, if you want to loop this so you can create surrounding sounds for this, all you have to do is press C, and this yellow bar shows up, and this is actually your loop. Now you can also turn on looping by hitting this icon, and this turns it on and off. You can also move it, and you can also expand it, because this icon, this expander icon will show up. You can just expand it, but we want to keep it right there. So there you go. Now I'm feeling a little jazzy, so we'll probably add a drum beat to this. So another software instrument. Let's say I want to add 6 software instrument tracks. Alright, there we go. So now we're going to, I don't know, probably choose electric drum kit in the library. And let's choose an 808. Now we have an 808. I'm going to just find the kick. So I'm just going to create empty MIDI region, and we're going to write. It's not the right one. So, and you can just basically hold it and drag it, and then copy that again, select it, copy, and let's see what you got. Alright, pretty fun. Now there's something else in the Boutique 808 that I want to use, but I don't want to record it on it. So I am going to duplicate the Boutique 808 by hitting Command D. That's a shortcut for duplication. And once again, I'm just going to create another MIDI region, and we're going to find the snare. And there you go. Actually, I don't like it on the first, so we're gonna select it all and just move it. Oops. You know what, we're just gonna delete all that. Having a little trouble here, but we almost got it. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. To copy it, you want to hit the Alt key. Oh, you got something there. Now we are going to add an audio track, and you can just go up to the plus sign, hit audio. We're just gonna do probably 3 of them, and there you go. So if you want to hear yourself in your headphones, you can hit the input monitoring, which is that, and you want to make sure you have this on. So I can hear myself now. Hopefully you guys can hear me too. And now we're just gonna record, but first I want to copy this. We're gonna copy this, like, okay. We're gonna take off the looping, and we're gonna just hit R on the keypad. That was pretty lame. But okay, so you get the gist. You have the ability now to make something with an software MIDI track, and you can also record with an audio track. So this is the first step of learning Logic Pro. You guys go practice this and make some great music, and I'll be back next week for a new video. Bye.